What is up everyone, and welcome to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video. In today's video I'm going to be talking all about why people have been dropping Kazuya and basically not keeping up with him and basically not maining them after they said they would. I'm going to be talking about the difficulties with this character and what you can do if you want to keep maining Kazuya but you're having some trouble with keeping up with the character. Before we start today's video, make sure to subscribe down below. We're almost at 900 subscribers, and if you guys want more Kazuya content and guide videos, make sure to stick around and make sure to like this video if you guys enjoyed the content at the very end. But without any further ado, let's get right into the beginning, where I'm going to be talking about why Kazuya has been being repeatedly dropped. The first part is obviously the fact that he is a I know a lot of people, I'm just going to say Shoto. I don't know the actual definition of Shoto, and I know he's not technically a Shoto, but this kind of fighter, basically the auto turnaround fighter in Smash, I know a lot of people don't like. I usually didn't like. I didn't like Terry or any Ken or Ryu just because I wasn't very good with the inputs, but if you do put in the time to practice him, you will eventually get good at the inputs. So what I would say is probably the most difficult part is just getting used to the movements, because since you are always going to be you're always going to be facing your opponent in any type of neutral situation and basically any type of situation where you're not off balance, you're always going to be facing your opponent, which means you're always doing a fighting game type stance where you're going to be having to move forward and back. You're not going to be able to, like, for example, you're not going to be able to like space out your opponent with back airs really well like you are in the normal game, because you have to do more inputs to get a back air or a raw back air than you would with, say, like Mario, right? With Mario, you can just turn yourself around and just back air over and over again and space out your opponent, do a bunch of other stuff like that, right? You can do a lot more things when you have a character that's not auto turnaround. But with an auto turnaround character, all your movements have to be very precise. If I want a back air, I have to input it smoothly, or else I'm going to get a forward air, right? I have to input that smoothly. I have to always be able to know which direction I'm going in, and if I have to perfectly space all my attacks, because I'm not going to be able to turn around backwards and cover that, I have to be able to predict, like a double jump, I have to read it like that. I can't really back air it super smoothly, right? So you have to be able to always know where your opponent is going to be and where they are right now, so you can put out your attacks like really quickly, so you'll be able to actually punish. The next part is obviously Kazuya's inputs. Since he's not a normal character, there are going to be a lot of people that struggle with the inputs of Kazuya, especially electrics, because that is probably, I would say electrics is a key part of his game plan, and I know a lot of people struggled with it. I still struggle with it, and I struggled a lot at the beginning. You have to do crouch dashes really well like this. I made a video on how to do electrics and how to do crouch dashes, so if you guys want to check out those, I'll link them in the description, and you should see them in the top right corner right now. But with those videos, I kind of went over different ways to practice, which is what I've been doing for the past week or so, and practicing these in training mode and getting them down. Obviously it'll be different when you actually go to Elite Smash, but if you ever do get to play offline Smash, you'll be able to get them down pretty easily once you practice them enough. And if you guys are struggling, like, I would say the biggest reason people are dropping the characters because of electrics, because I just know that a lot of people just struggle with electrics. They just, for some reason, they can't input it, and I can understand the struggle, because for the first few days I couldn't input it at all either. I would always get Wind God Fists and I would never get the electrics, so basically my whole combo game was just nothing because I could never get the electrics. But once you get the electrics down, you'll be able to throw them out in neutral and start combos off of like that, and you'll be able to get your combos off of grabs, and you'll be able to get your combo finishers at high percents, right? So once you actually manage to get all these inputs down is when you can actually flourish with Kazuya. Another big thing that I would say is that you lose a lot when you're a Kazuya main at the beginning, because it is a really high skill gap to actually play him well, and you have to kind of get over what I would call the hump to actually master him. And if you're not super perseverant, if you're not gonna really fight through that, if you can't get through that, I can definitely understand it, because it's really frustrating. But if you don't get over that gap of where you can input everything and where you get over all those losses, you're never going to be a good Kazuya main. So if you guys are interested in sticking with Kazuya but you're having struggles, I would recommend just going into training mode and getting used to the character, right? So if you, like me, I'm decent. I can now get electrics off of most of his moves. I can get the combo pretty easily, but I struggle sometimes to get the grab electric, right? So just go into training mode, go on the long training stage, set the fixed damage to on, and just practice chaining the down throw into electric into falling nair over and over and over again until you can get it over and over again. And especially on the longer training stage, the normal one, you can do it all the way for 35 meters, I think. So just keep doing that over and over and keep practicing it until you can go all the way without making a single mistake. It's the same for electrics, right? Just do up tilt electric or down tilt electric. Just try to combo all of your moves and understand how each one of them combos into electric, and then how they can combo into eventual like 0 to death. When you can practice those with ease and get them almost 100% of the time, that's when you know that you've kind of gotten over that hump with Kazuya and you understand most of his moves and you can use them to your advantage whenever you need, right? Because once you understand how to use all of Kazuya's moves, you can focus on actually playing neutral, learning the neutral, and then learning matchups, which I would say is the final point of this character. You can't really learn matchups unless you've understood the character's basics, and once you understand the character's basics, that's when you can start being really good with Kazuya. So that's about it for this video. If you guys have any questions down below, make sure to leave them in the comments. I will be answering any type of questions you guys have with Kazuya. Obviously, I'm not going to say that I'm a Kazuya expert or anything, but I think I do understand the character a little bit better than I did a week ago. So I am, and I probably have played a lot more than a lot of people. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, remember, make sure to leave a like down below. It really helps out the channel. But without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.